Okay, time for a voiceover because I feel like I should explain some of what is going on here, because otherwise it's just looking like I'm moving yarn around and making a bigger mess. But there's a system here. So first up is this bin of yarn up front. This is all the same brand of yarn. I think it was a Lion brand yarn, some kind of alpaca blend. But I got this during the Joann's going out of sale business, and Lion brand does not make this yarn anymore. So what I've got is all I'll get. I had originally made a linen stitch blanket out of all of these different colors, with each row alternating to a different color. But I decided I didn't like this yarn as a blanket, so I frogged it, and that is why a lot of it is in smaller balls now. You can see part of what I decided to use the yarn for next there on the side. I thought it would be cool to make some chunky cardigans out of the different color categories. So you can see a green panel there, and then I'm sorting the other colors out into more of a cool toned color palette and a warm color palette. I should have enough yarn to make all of the panels for each of the cardigans, but not enough to make the sleeves. So these projects have been on hold because I need to find an add-on yarn I can use to complete the sleeves for each of these. So that is WIP 1 in that green cardigan, and then I guess 2 and 3 for the cool and the warm. Next is a green scrappy cardigan. You can see me contemplating if I want to continue it. I only have one panel and it's taking longer than I thought it would, but it's pretty cute, so I kept it. You'll also see that I'm trying to get my WIPs into similar containers throughout this process, because right now they are in very random boxes, bins, bags, whatever. So I'm trying to get them in a little bit of consistency. So green scrappy cardigan, WIP 4. Next is 2 hexie cardigans, both of which I ran out of yarn for, so that is why they are not completed. I decided to frog one and get yarn to finish the other. So green hexie cardigan, WIP 5. Next is a shawl that I made out of mini skeins in fingering weight yarn, so probably my smallest hook size on a project. This is my first mini skein project, and I think it will be really cute, but I am going to modify the pattern a little bit because the rows are getting too long and this project just can't keep my attention anymore. So instead of continually increasing so that the rows get even longer and longer, I think I'm going to start decreasing and make it more into a scarf instead of a shawl. I think that will get my attention back on this project. So mini skein scarf, WIP 6. This is also a mini skein project, but I just made a bandana. The only thing that needs to be done on this one is a border, so you'll see that I throw it off to the side near my desk because I can finish that quickly. And I think it only took me about 15 minutes to actually finish that one. So one WIP done already, but it still goes on the list. So mini skein bandana, WIP 7. My pile on the side has also started forming. That is the frog or rewind pile. So next is a barely started Christmas tree skirt. I was hesitant to keep this one because I wasn't very far along in it, but I bought the pattern for it and I already picked out a color pattern, so I'll keep this one too, WIP number 8. Another half-done cardigan. This one has a back panel and one side panel done, and I should have all the yarn for it, but I'm a little worried about the fit because of another project you'll see later. So I think I was put off on this one because I will need to rework it a little bit. I still really want this cardigan though, so it stays. Purple cardigan, WIP number 9. This is just going to be a dog bed poof, literally just 2 big circles with stuffing in the middle. And I've been working on this one while at D&D sessions because I don't have to focus on it too hard. It's just something to do with my hands while I'm sitting at the table. So it goes back into a travel bag to go with me, and it's WIP number 10. Now this is the project that scared me off of the purple cardigan. It is the same yarn, just in a different color, but when I finished this sweater, it was way too bulky and I didn't like the fit of it. So this is unfortunately gonna have to be a frog. I really want to make something with this yarn though. I just need to find a pattern that I like the fit of. I'm still dreaming for this yarn, I just don't know what to do with it yet. So an ambiguous WIP 11 with the teal yarn. It's going into the frog pile for now. This is a box full of yarn that I designated for a birthday year temperature blanket. The problem with this one is that I'm doing a join as you go granny square method, and so the yarn has already been cut up a bunch of times, and I feel like I couldn't wind it back up to use it for a different project. Like the yarn scraps would just be too small. So getting it out and looking at it, it's still kind of cool, so I just need to work on it in small doses. For now, it's going back into the box, WIP number 12. I'm going to fix the box too and put the project notions into this little divider. I'll have a little pile of rescued notions at the end of this sorting process too to put away into my crochet kit. This bin has a lot of either unassigned cakes or barely started WIPs, so most of these are going into the frog/rewind pile. Except for this orange basket. I like the color combo, and I don't think I'll use these yarns for anything else, so I might as well finish it. Orange basket is WIP 13. These two projects on top were supposed to be pillow covers for my living room, but the pink yarn was discontinued, so I can't get more to finish it, and I just didn't find the time to get more blue yarn, which I'm pretty sure is Wool Ease Thick and Quick. I have an idea to reimagine the pink yarn into a star-shaped pillow, so I should have enough yarn to finish that instead. And depending on how that goes, the blue yarn will either also be a star pillow or possibly an ottoman cover. So pink star pillow is WIP 14 and blue star pillow / ottoman is WIP 15. These yarns I had pulled out of my stash for an imagined pink sweater vest, but you can see that I only got as far as the bottom ribbing. So even though I think this would still be really cute, I did not get very far into it, so it goes into the frog pile. Here I am contemplating how many WIPs I have so far, and I still have about half of the pile to go through. A couple of random yarns and projects that did not go far enough to keep, so into the frog/rewind pile they go. This is a scarf I started forever ago based on a picture I saw from a TV show. A very cute combo. But I have since realized that I just don't wear these colors, and so I haven't picked this project up in probably over 2 years. I just decided to clip it where it was, weave in the ends, cut off the ends, and call it done. Reintegrate the rest of the yarn back into the stash. So I guess this is one WIP that is done too. I have a lot of chunky yarn left over from other projects, usually gifts that I'm making for people. But I don't make a lot of personal projects with chunky yarn, and I don't have enough for many full projects. But recently I was thinking about how I wanted to make a Bradley Afghan using the pattern by TL Yarn Crafts. Instead of getting new yarn to make one though, I'm going to make a scrappy one with all of my random chunky yarn that I have and want to use up. So into the rewind pile, chunky, scrappy, Bradley Afghan is WIP 16. This is one of my first crochet projects that I put together. It wasn't for anything in particular, I was just playing with color combinations and I thought these were fun. Unfortunately, I ran out of one of the colors I was using. Instead of frogging it though, I want to try and supplement with scraps that I have to finish it. You can maybe be looking around here to see if there's anything in the vicinity I can use. It's going to be a small project, so maybe it'll only be a dog blanket. So it won't really matter if it all matches perfectly. I just don't really want to frog this one. So the cool toned dog blanket, WIP 17. All this chunky yarn I think I want to make a blanket hoodie out of. The rest of the yarn is at the bottom of this basket, so I'll start digging through it really quickly to try and find the rest of it, and things are flying into the frog and rewrap pile as I go. So blanket hoodie, WIP 18. I also threw to the side there a bag with yarn for a baby blanket, so unassigned baby blanket is WIP 19. This is a basket full of my cotton yarn. I don't really like using cotton yarn that much, probably because I have cheap cotton yarn that splits too much, but it comes in handy on occasion for heat-proof things or things that I need to be more durable. But for now, all the cotton yarn is just going into a stash together. Same for this little bag of scraps, it's just going to stay a bag of scraps for now. Some random granny squares that were going to be a sweater vest at one point. They are joining the green scrappy cardigan. And finally, we get to the biggest WIP I've got. This is a temperature blanket that, once again, I ran out of yarn that I needed for it. I have to get out the whole thing just to see how far I got, and I'm surprised to see that I'm over halfway done. Truly, it was just that I ran out of yarn. I'm checking my chart to see if I could just stop here or if I should keep going and what my leftover supplies really look like. I finally decide that I can't just give up on this one. It's going to be so cool when it's done. And thankfully this yarn is still being made so I can restock. As frustrated as I am that I'm still working on this one, I think it's 2 years old at this point. I really don't want to give up on it yet, so linen square temperature blanket is fittingly WIP 20. So now I'm going to repack everything that needs to be frogged or rewound into this basket and address those things next so that my stash can be all clean and ready to finish up these WIPs. What you want? Huh? What you want? Yes.